The SanDisk Sansa is a line of 2 to 32 GB flash memory-based portable media players produced by SanDisk. Current models SanDisk Clip Jam The Clip Jam was released in 2015, and is similar to the Clip Sport with a smaller screen, and support for FLAC and MP4 per meter 4A has been dropped. SanDisk Clip Sport The Clip Sport was announced on February 10, 2014 with capacities of 4 GB, 8 GB. It is similar to previous Clip models, with a larger screen and longer battery life, but with no voice recorder. Later firmware uses the menu button for locking. A micro SDHC card slot is provided to increase the storage capacity, but it does not support slot radio. This is the first SanDisk MP3 player to not carry the Sansa name. Sansa Clip Zip On August 24, 2011, SanDisk announced the Sansa Clip Zip, an update to the Clip Plus. Two versions are available, a 4 GB model for $50 and an 8 GB model for $70. The 4 GB model comes in 9 colors, while the 8 GB model is only available in black or gray. The Clip Zip includes all the features of the Clip Plus and is based on the same processor as the Clip Plus and Fuse V2 but includes a larger 1.1-inch full-color OLED display with support for album art, redesigned controls, a micro USB connector, a new user interface similar to that of the Fuse Plus, a stopwatch, RDS radio capability and support for DRM-free AAC audio files. The new Clip Zip will be sold alongside the Clip Plus. Internally the Clip Zip is similar to the Clip Plus, and so retains its high-quality DAC and amplifier. Sansa Fuse Plus The Sansa Fuse Plus, announced on August 31, 2010 in capacities of 4 GB, 8 GB and 16 GB, is a portable media player with a 2.4-inch color display and touch capability. It also features an Fathom radio with FM recording, a voice recorder, and 24 hours of audio playback from a single charge. It supports the following audio formats: MP3, WMA, Secure WMA, OGG4Bs, FLAC, AAC, Audible, podcasts. For video it supports MPEG-4, H.264, and WMV. Storage is expandable via a micro SDHC slot, and it can be used to play slot music and slot radio cards. Sansa Clip Plus On August 31, 2009, SanDisk released a redesign of the Sansa Clip called the Sansa Clip Plus, cosmetically similar to the Clip and maintaining its basic design, audio hardware, compatibility, and 4-line OLED screen, but with a few significant differences. There are 2 GB, 4 GB and 8 GB models. The case has been redesigned to look more square and is constructed of higher quality plastic. The clip is no longer removable, and the player now supports folder browsing and replay gain support. Transition times between tracks was reduced, but SanDisk officially declined to support gapless playback. A micro SDHC card slot has been added, allowing the storage capacity of the device to be expanded by up to an additional 32 GB. The Clip Plus also has added features when playing slot music and slot radio. To make room for the micro SDHC slot there have been some changes from the old Clip, including moving the volume switch to the left side of the device and changing the power hold switch to a simple power button. Hold mode is now activated by holding the home button on the device. Like previous Clip and Fuse products, the Clip Plus retained a directly coupled headphone amplifier, allowing for highly accurate reproduction of bass frequencies and very low distortion on difficult-to-drive headphones. The Sansa Clip Plus proved popular with audio enthusiasts and programmers because of its very low cost, excellent DAC, and relatively mature Rockbox port. Rockbox substantially improves battery life and adds features such as parametric EQ, completely gapless playback and AAC audio playback. The Clip Plus replaced the discontinued Sansa Clip, with which it shared nearly identical hardware aside from the micro SDHC slot. Playlist support. The Clip Plus user manual provides instructions for copying files and folders of music from a PC onto the internal and/or external memories, using the Windows Explorer application. It also provides instructions for creating playlists, using the Windows Media Player. However, varying degrees of success have motivated many users to experiment with other applications, such as MediaMonkey and Winamp. Overview, note, refers to latest version of the SanDisk firmware. Earlier version may have fewer features. 4Bs, FLAC, AAC, replay gain and folder browsing are always included in Rockbox. Source. Discontinued models. Slot player slot radio bundle, slot radio player, slot music player. Sansa Fuse The Sansa Fuse, released on March 28, 2008 in capacities of 248 GB, is a portable media player with a 1.9-inch color display and a thickness of 0.3 inches. It also features a 40 preset FM radio with FM recording, a voice recorder, and has a 24-hour battery life on continuous audio playback. Storage is expandable via a microSD-HC slot. Firmware 1.0 enabled FLAC and OGG4Bs playback. Like the Clip, the Fuse went through two hardware revisions, the first based on the American Samoa 3525 and the second based on the American Samoa 3525 Plus. The latest firmwares, depending on hardware version, are 01.02.31, 2002 March 31 and 2.03.33. Sansa Clip Also known as the M300, the Sansa Clip was released on October 9, 2007. The player is similar in size to the second-generation iPod Shuffle, but incorporates a removable clip and 4-line OLED screen. The Clip has an Fathom tuner recorder and a built-in microphone. The flash-based player ships in capacities of 1 GB, 2 GB, and 4 GB. In November 2008, black and silver 8 GB versions were advertised in the UK. Midway through production of the Clip, SanDisk updated to a new hardware design based on an updated Austria Microsystems SoC. The updated design moderately improved battery life by introducing a more efficient ARM9E processor in place of the previous ARM9 core. Aside from requiring different firmware upgrades, there were no functional changes to the software. The updated SoC would however form the basis for the Clip Plus and Clip Zip products. Rockbox was released for the Clip V1 on November 21, 2009, and then for the Clip V2 on May 14, 2010. Firmware version 01.01.29, released in May 2008, enabled OGG4Bs compatibility for the Sansa Clip. The 01.01.30 firmware update improved OGG support and added FLAC support. The latest firmware packages for the Sansa Clip are January 1, 35 and 2002.01.35, which depend on the hardware revision. The device has 5 folders: Audible, Audiobooks, Music, Podcasts, Record. Sansa Shaker The Sansa Shaker is a screenless digital audio player and comes in colors of blue, red, white, and pink with an SD card slot. One 512 MB or 1 GB card is included, and cards up to 4 GB can be used. The tubular design is intended to be kid-friendly, and the player resembles a salt shaker, as it will randomly skip 1, 2 or 3 songs when shaken. The shaker plays up to 10 hours of continuous audio with AAA battery, and has twin headphone jacks and a built-in speaker. The upper controller band adjusts volume and the lower controller band skips to next previous song or fast-forwards rewinds the current song when held. Unlike other players, the only supported audio file format is MP3. When the memory card is removed during playback, the player emits an "oh" sound. When the player's memory card is put back in, it emits a popping sound. Sansa Express The Sansa Express is a flash-based digital audio player in capacities of 1 GB and 2 GB. It has a built-in USB connector and a 1.1-inch, duochromatic OLED display, a microSD slot, and Fathom tuner, a microphone for voice recording, an internal lithium-ion battery, and a lanyard to wear it around the neck. It is also able to record FM radio and voice on its internal memory. This player is not considered as a descendant of the C200 series, as it only plays audio. It is more similar to the M200 series and maintains much of its design and internal software structure. It is the world's first known cable-less flash-based digital audio player, though a USB cable is included in the package if one is required to be used. C200 series equals. The Sansa C200 has a removable, lithium-ion rechargeable battery, FM tuner recorder, and built-in microphone. It also features a 1.4-inch 132x80-pixel color display and a micro SD card slot. The players are compatible with many accessories which were originally made for the Sansa E200 series. The Sansa C200 series is available in 1 GB and 2 GB capacities. Newer models, referred to as V2, have different hardware that added support for the audible file format too. The packaging of the new models has been updated with the line supports audible audio file formats. The free software Rockbox firmware includes a number of additional features, including support for microSD-HC even on C200 V1 which enables adding up to 32 GB of storage capacity. E200 series equals. The Sansa E200 series is the name of 4 portable media players with various capacities, and was released on January 5, 2006. It includes video player, FM tuner recorder, voice recorder with built-in microphone, and picture viewer. The flash players are available in capacities of 2 GB, 4 GB, 6 GB, and 8 GB. There is also a microSD slot for up to 2 GB memory expansion. The Sansa E200 was released in October 2006. Physically identical to the regular Sansa E200, this player is sold exclusively at retailer Best Buy or directly through Rhapsody. The player has a feature called Rhapsody Channels, which is the online service's brand of podcasting, and also comes with preloaded content. The Rhapsody firmware also added support for AAC audio files. A regular E200 could be flashed into an E200 and back again. Sansa Connect equals. The Sansa Connect is a Wi-Fi-enabled player that allows the user to connect to any open network in the area. The Mono Linux-based device has a 2.2-inch TFT LCD screen, but unlike SanDisk's previous player, the E200 series, the Sansa Connect does not have the ability to connect via USB mass storage or tune to FM radio yet. The player was developed by Zing Systems in collaboration with SanDisk and Yahoo, which provides music streaming via Launchcast Radio and a subscription download service. Viewing pictures from FLICKR is also possible with the device. The Sansa Connect is currently only available in the United States in capacities of 4 GB. The storage capacity is expandable with micro SD cards, currently giving the player up to an extra 2 GB of storage. At the 2007 Consumer Electronics Show, the Sansa Connect won the Best of Show award. A new firmware update allows the player to support microSD-HC cards up to a capacity of 8 GB and the playback of digital video. Sansa View equals. The original Sansa View was SanDisk's attempt at a portable media player, and had a 4-inch screen, built-in speaker and an expansion slot for SDHC and SD cards. It was announced on the 2007 Consumer Electronics Show. On June 1, 2007, SanDisk announced that the player had been shelved. It has since been redesigned and launched. C100 series equals. The Sansa C100 series players have color displays and are able to show cover art and small picture thumbnails. They use AAA batteries and are available in 1 GB or 2 GB of capacity. They also have built-in microphones for recording and settings. They also have radio and music. M200 series equals. The Sansa M200 series are digital audio players that have been released in 4 models, M230, M240, M250, and M260. The players have a built-in FM tuner and microphone, and supports MP3, WMA, WAV, and audible audio file formats. It comes in different colors such as blue, black, pink, and gray, and uses a single AAA battery for power. There were 4 different hardware revisions of this player. The first 3 revisions used Intel chips TCC770 SoC for a CPU and DSP, and the 4th using a chip developed by Austria Microsystems and also used in the Clip, Fuse and later E200 per carat 200 models. E100 series equals. The Sansa E100 series is a monochromatic player with a blue backlight, FM tuner with 20 presets, SRSWOW technology, an SD expansion slot capable of using cards up to 2 GB, internal memory of 512 MB or 1 GB, comes in 2 different colors, and uses a single AAA battery for power. It supports MP3, WMA and audible file formats. The E140 series, also known as Sansa SDMX2. Release date was January 12, 2006. SanDisk SDMX1 equals. The SanDisk SDMX1, also known as the SanDisk Digital Audio Player, is a low-end solid-state memory MP3 player. It was SanDisk's first personal media player, and the only one not to carry the Sansa brand. It can handle MP3, WMA and the protected WMA-DRM files. It cannot play seamlessly, and imposes a non-configurable fade at the beginning and end of each file. There is a microphone for low-fidelity voice recording, and there is a built-in FM radio. The SanDisk SDMX1 is powered by a single AAA battery that gives around 15 hours of continuous playback. The dimensions are 75.2 mm x 32.8 mm x 20.8 mm and weighing under 40 g. Its release date was January 11, 2006. Sansa Take TV equals. Released October 26, 2007, the Sansa Take TV is an easy-to-use plug-and-play storage device that allows the playback of DivX, XVID, and MPEG-4 files on an external display via the included dock and remote. Unlike other Sansa products, the Take TV is not a digital audio player. The device comes in 4 and 8 GB. While the user is free to use his own videos, Take TV comes with Fanfare, a program similar to iTunes, allowing the user to purchase premium content. On December 11, NBC Universal signed up with SanDisk to provide content on Fanfare after having left Apple Incorporated in a similar deal. The Take TV along with Fanfare was discontinued on May 15, 2008. Marketing campaigns. In May 2006, SanDisk launched an anti-iPod campaign labeling iPod users as iSheep, iChimps, etc. These campaigns featured graffiti-type posters around urban areas and a website, in an effort to promote the E200 series. SanDisk has since replaced the I Don't campaign with Lilmonster.com, which is also the name of the creature that resembles the player. In June 2008, the Lilmonster.com was shut down in favor of the new website. On September 3, 2006, SanDisk announced the Made for Sansa program, following the similar program by Apple Incorporated for its iPod. With it, a number of third-party accessories have been released, including hardware accessories mostly for the proprietary 30-pin I/O port featured on the E200, C200, Connect, View, and Fuse players. Maki Goto, a Japanese pop artist, has also endorsed the Sansa E200 series with a promotional video, featuring one of her songs. See also, SanDisk, comparison of portable media players, Rockbox. Notes. External links, SanDisk Sansa online store, SanDisk Sansa microsite.